everyone, welcome to my first throttle therapy video on English, or in English. Yesterday was a bit of a strange day for Serbia, for Belgrade. As some of you may know who are living here, or some that are living abroad and listening this for the first time, Serbia is in a bit of a political turmoil at the moment, and this is like my little hill that I like to come to gather thoughts in peace and quiet. So yeah, yesterday, 23rd of May, there was a student organized and student-led protest in Belgrade, Serbia. Samo da vam pružim ruku. Tako i treba. Hvala vam puno. So yeah, you cannot say that it's all for nothing, that resentment of all of these people, that they fight for, well, what is officially like, it's freedom basically. You cannot say it's a minority or a loud minority. This is majority of this city and majority of all of the other cities that are coming here to this day, which is amazing. A lot of young people. I was smiling ear to ear with that older professor that I met on the street, ear to ear. Crazy. Which was a peaceful protest, so nothing like violent and such, although some violence did happen at the end of the protest after 8 o'clock, when students said the protest is over and send everybody home. Peaceful protesters went home. Some of them that wanted violence stayed, and yeah, there was a bit of exchange with police. But in any case, why was this protest kind of important, right? Because at the moment in Serbia, like, we are on a brink of, like, not gonna say civil war, but we are so divided as a country between, like, say, normal working people and those that are in corrupt system. And corruption is like a virus, and it spreads everywhere. So those that are in the system that's corrupt will do anything to protect it and their way of life and so on, right? What led to the protest itself is basically corruption that happened at the train station in Novi Sad, which got renovated by the state, and shortly after, the terrace of the train station collapsed on people underneath that were passing by or waiting for other people, and yeah, 16 lives lost, and that was just like a small, like, drop in a cup that was already full. And yeah, and the act, or not the accident itself, but the way that state handled it, like kind of hiding the plans on what they did or what they did not renovate, and who were the firms that were doing the renovation and so on. They were hiding it for months, and once it leaked, like that's why it made people even more angry, right? And yeah, people just got fed up with it, and the generation Z that nobody was counting on actually rose up first and started organizing these walks, where they would walk from city to city, raising awareness and so on. And then it turned into massive protests that included, like, protest in Novi Sad, protest in Belgrade, a lot of protests all over the Serbia. And yeah. And why you ask why corruption? Because corruption in Serbia is like in all levels almost of government, all levels, from healthcare to police. Everything is kind of corrupt, and it's been like that since 90s, right? Or even before that. It's been like that since Yugoslavia era, and it's just in our mentality and in culture that it's like now become like a normal thing, like that people are thinking like that. So this new generation showed us basically that it's not the only way. So why am I making this video? Because corruption is also like present in all the media, right? Almost all, 90% of media is, holy, 90% of media is state-owned. It's basically all the same. Like in US, you can compare it to US. I mean, they're all copying the same model from everybody else. It's nothing new. So yeah, that's why I'm making this video, because on state media they lie about everything, including the numbers of people that are showing up on these protests, right? They say it's like 30,000 people or something. I'll show the drone footage so you can be the judge for yourself, right? To stop for the ambulance. I hope that people realize that they're being divided, and divided people are weak people, and I hope that they realize sooner than later that there is a way, a peaceful way of going about things, and there's no need for any kind of violence. There's only gonna be, we just need to endure, and endure in democratic way until they slip, and slip they will, and once they slip, it's gonna be the repeat of history basically. So yeah, just be patient and wait and endure. That's it. Not to mention, in Serbia, after Yugoslavia and after Slobodan Milosevic, after we already once like overthrew the government, And that's why I'm so sad. Like generations before me, my generation, everybody already went through this, man. Like it's such bullshit that we have to go through this again. And I'm so sad that young kids have to do it all over again to start protesting and such. It's such bullshit, man. And it already happened in 2000s. We overthrew one government. After that there was some failed years of other democratic elected presidents picking up the slack or not at all, not knowing what to do and so on. So yeah, so I don't know, like a lot of things happened since. We had a prime minister that was democratically elected, and he was like saying no to Western powers, saying yes to some things that we needed to be solving and so on. And we assassinated him. Mafia assassinated him. Streets were packed by morning when it was his funeral. That's it. So yeah, I don't know. As I said, division is what makes people weak. Don't get divided so easily. If you have the wits and you have the smarts, think with your head. Deduct your own. I'm not saying one side is right, one side is wrong. In any conflict, civil conflict, wars, whatever, truth is the first thing that dies, right? So it's not black and white, it's all gray, man. So you gotta sift through the gray and try to get your own deduction, right? Yeah, so I met a lot of people. I made a post on Instagram and on TikTok and on Shorts. It's been overwhelming support from you guys, and thank you from bottom of my heart. Don't let your politicians in your countries dictate your way of life. It should be other way around. Sadly, in modern era of democracy, that's how it works. Like, people are there just to be exploited and to be a workforce, and that's it. And sometimes people say enough is enough, so we shall see. With that, this is my first motovlog on English. I bid everybody goodbye and hope you have a nice evening. Bye guys.